20W.
All right, here we are, 20W. Let's see if we can get ourselves a horn show. Right, guys?
Yup. Yes, sir. Hi everyone, it's Killer Run Rail Fan here. I hope you all enjoyed today's video of day 3 from the Pittsburgh line trip. This was the last day for us, obviously, because we did have to go back home. And we kind of cut it a little short because traffic was just non-existent. So I know the video was kind of short, but I took so many photos on this trip that I thought it would be cool to share a few of them with everybody. So here we have one of the Altoona shop switchers, SW 1001 number 2102, sitting outside the back shop complex on day 1, which was Friday. I saw this thing twice. I saw it the first day we were there and the last day we were there because we checked out the shop complex both days. Obviously, day 2 we were running all over the system, but it's kind of cool for me to see this because this was the first time I'd ever seen one, and probably the last time because they don't really send these things out on the system anymore. There's only 3 left. 2 of them are used as shop switchers at Altoona, and then the other 2100 is in storage somewhere. I didn't see it up here at the shop complex, so I have no idea where it is right now. So that's the first photo, but I have about 15 others, so let's get on with it. Okay, so this picture's from day 1 as well. It's a little bit further up. It's outside of miscellaneous shop 2, special equipment, and C44-9s, 9Ws that is, 9172 and 9173 were languishing on a sidetrack, presumably in storage. And I found, when I saw 9173, I was a little surprised because some of you might recall I saw it back in May of this year, 2020, lading a rock train with fellow C44-9W number 9779. So I was under the assumption that it was still running around somewhere in the southeast, obviously, after it left here, but I guess not. So it was there the first day I was there and the last day I was there, but I didn't get any photos of it on the third day, so I can only assume it's still up there in the same spot, but I'm afraid it might be going for C6M rebuilds soon, so I guess it's good I got the photo of it. I have a few more day 1 photos from Altoona, but I thought I'd just leave the shop complex for a little bit and head out to the main line. So this is from day 2. This is a little bit up the South Fork branch, still in South Fork proper in the little yard complex down there. Daniel, Carter, and myself had gotten word that there was a brand new C6M sitting up there with the power sets for the branch line job. So we went up there and found it. This is it, number 4298, sandwiched in between 2 SD70 ACUs. I don't know if these 2 that were sandwiching it have been put up for sale. I would have to go back and look at the numbers for that one. But we found this one sitting back there. It didn't leave while we were sitting up there in South Fork because obviously they weren't running a mine job on a Saturday, although a set of power did come out and go west to pick up a gypsum train from a location that I can't remember. But I thought it was cool to see it like just fresh out of the shop, like probably not even a month old. So we see a lot of C6Ms, but I don't think I've seen one this clean in a while. Okay, so still day 2, but a little bit earlier in the day and at a different location, location being in Crescent, more specifically Crescent Steel. We went up there in the morning to take a look at the C40-8s that were still there waiting to be cut up. I got pictures of 8758, 8723, and 8697, which were all white stripes, I think. I'm not sure if, yeah, they're all white stripes. But it's kind of unfortunate that I see them here because this was the first time in like 5 or 6 years I had seen a C40-8 in Norfolk Southern colors, and I don't know if I ever saw one in CSX colors, but obviously they were getting parted out and slowly getting cut up, but it's kind of unfortunate because the 8.5 program failed, and they basically saw no future for them except as razor blades, so they're here in Crescent still. I think another one was cut up. I don't know if it was one of these 3, but I think since I took those photos, there's been another one cut up. But it was cool to see them here because obviously it shows where the past is gone, and obviously it's also a reminder that the changing of the guard's been coming for a while. So it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's cool to see. Okay, still in Crescent, but a day earlier. This is a Jordan spreader, I believe, an ex-Conrail Jordan spreader that was sitting on a side track next to the spot where we parked for the evening. And there's a jet snowblower parked behind it. Obviously, the spreader hasn't seen use in quite a while, considering its advanced state of deterioration. But I was told the snowblower sees service every year or so, if the snow gets really bad, obviously on the Pittsburgh line. But I thought it was cool to see the spreader because this was the first time I had seen either one of the types of track equipment. But I was really interested in the spreader because I'd seen videos when I was growing up of the Southern Pacific ones that they used on Donner Pass in the 50s. And obviously, I knew CSX had some, but I didn't know there was one sitting on NS, at least here. But so a lot of new things up here on the Pittsburgh line, and that was one of the coolest ones that we came across. Okay, so back to Altoona for the last day. We spent most of the day there. When we went back to the shop complex, I got pictures of some retired SD70Ms. Shown here are 2601, the cab of 2608, and 2799. 2799 was one of the three that they got from the New York, Susquehanna, and Western, and the other two were ex-Conrail, I believe. But obviously these units have been sold and we're waiting to be hauled off to wherever PRLX wants them to go. I'm not sure if they're being put into the lease fleet or if they're being scrapped. Same goes for the ones in Roanoke I saw about a month ago. But it's nice to see these because obviously I hadn't seen one in over a year, but the last time I saw one before now, it was in active service. So it kind of sucked to see them here before they get hauled off, but at the same time, it's kind of fitting that I saw them on our last day here because that's probably one of the last times I'll ever see SD70Ms on NS property. Okay, so the next four photos are from days 1 and 3 combined. The first one is the Altoona shop sign that stands outside the complex, greeting visitors and employees. And I thought this one was kind of cool because like about a week or two after we left, Norfolk Southern took the cab and the two emblems down for refurbishment. So I thought the timing was pretty much perfect on that because I got some nice photos of it. Okay, and the second photo here is of GP59 number 4614 sitting in a storage line outside the shop complex. This unit had been sold. I forget who got it because like 4 different people got GP59s when NS sold them all off. But this was the first time I'd seen a GP59 ever. So obviously I had to get a picture of it, even though it had already been sold out of the fleet. But obviously up here I saw a lot of different locomotive types, unique locomotive types, and the GP59 was one of them. Okay, so the penultimate photo of this collage is of SD40-2 number 3480, which is formerly a Burlington Northern unit numbered 7265. It's a nose light unit, which is only the second one of its type that I've seen. The other one is NS 3530. Which is just a regularly painted unit, whereas this one is painted in an Operation Lifesaver paint scheme. And this was the third different unit type that I had seen with the Lifesaver paint scheme, because obviously we have the Dash 9s, and I've seen one GP38-2 with the paint job, number 5668. But this one was really interesting because at the time, it was listed as for sale, but less than 24 hours later, the unit was out of the fleet, sold to, I believe, Larry's Truck Electric. So, perfect timing, I guess. And for the last photo of this collage, I have what I consider to be my crown jewel from the trip. Everybody knows what this unit is, but it's AC44C6F number 8520, the only one of its kind, obviously. Painted in a special red main scheme similar to the first 6 AC44C6Ms and the first two SD70 ACCs. It was here, sitting in a deadline next to an ACU. just waiting on its disposition, and it ended up being put up for sale not long after. I got this photo of it, and it was sold to Knoxville Locomotive Works not long after that. So I can only assume it's down there in Knoxville, waiting on whatever fate awaits her there. I don't know if it's being rebuilt or if it's being cut up and used for parts. But this one was one of the reasons I came up here. Obviously, the scenery is one thing, but seeing a one-of-a-kind engine, albeit in storage, was really, really cool. I love the paint scheme of this unit more than the other ones, but obviously it sucks to see it go, but at least I got to see it before it was hauled off.